ITV Loose Women goes to ad break after Ruth Langsford's quip about Eammon Holmes. The popular ITV show quickly cut to an advert break after the panel got onto a topic about marriage, relationships and children. Loose Women abruptly cut to an ad break after Ruth Langsford seemed to make a subtle dig at ex-Eammon Holmes. The TV presenter, 64, revealed the end of her marriage to her former This Morning co-host Eammon, 64, in May. The pair had been together for over 2 decades and are parents to son Jack Holmes, 22, together. During Tuesday's December 10 episode of the ITV hit chat show, Ruth returned to RTV screens alongside fellow co-stars Colleen Nolan, Kelly Holmes and Mariella Frostrup as they spoke about a number of trending topics, reports Mirror Online. But it was one segment that caught Ruth's attention as they had a debate on if they would ever make their adult children choose between their parents and their potential partner. Mariella began the conversation by saying, "I just think it's madness. You know for a fact no matter what position you take in your child's life, if you entrench yourself too deeply they are going to do the opposite thing anyway." Mariella continued, "How on earth would the inclusion of someone in family life be worth the jeopardy of not talking to your child anymore? I just can't imagine it." Colleen also gave her opinion as she explained, "I think it is important for parents to let their children find out for themselves, and it might work out and they spend the rest of their lives together, but it might be that they end up heartbroken, and that's when as a parent you step in." Talk soon turned to how divorced parents handle those type of situation, and Ruth went on to admit, "I think it's very selfish when you hear parents say, well, if they are divorced then I'm not coming to your wedding if he's coming or if she is there, and I just think it's so selfish, isn't it, because it is their day." Mariella jumped in and said, "That's a whole other subject, isn't it? How to divorce well." Ruth made a cheeky quip at her recent split from Eammon as she replied, "Oh, tell me about it." The remark took everyone by surprise as the show cut to a break. Ruth announced, "Anyway, funnily it's now time for a break." ITV Loose Women goes to ad break after Ruth Langsford's quip about Eammon Holmes. December 2024. The ITV daytime talk show Loose Women was interrupted by an unexpected moment of hilarity today when a playful comment made by Ruth Langsford about her husband, Eammon Holmes, led to a brief, yet amusing, ad break. During a lively segment on the show, which features a rotating panel of female hosts discussing various topical issues, Ruth Langsford, one of the show's regular presenters, made a tongue-in-cheek remark about her longtime husband and former co-host, Eammon Holmes. The playful quip was so unexpected and humorous that it caught the rest of the panel off guard, resulting in an impromptu interruption before the scheduled advertisement break. Langsford, known for her quick wit and easy rapport with her fellow panelists, had been participating in a light-hearted debate about celebrity relationships when she made the comment. Although her remark was clearly intended as a joke, it prompted a surprised reaction from the rest of the panel, who burst into laughter. This left the show's producers with no choice but to hit the ad break early as they struggled to regain control of the segment. The moment quickly went viral, with viewers taking to social media to share their thoughts and reactions. One viewer on Twitter posted, "Ruth Langsford is absolutely hilarious. That quip about Eammon was a classic. Tears of joy #Loose Women #TV Gold." Another added, "When Ruth's comment caught everyone off guard, I thought we were all going to be stuck in a loop of uncontrollable laughter. Love her humor. #Loose Women." Eammon Holmes, who is currently hosting GB News after his departure from This Morning, has a long history of being the subject of Ruth's teasing, which the couple often share with fans. Ruth's humor is often aimed at their life together, and she is known for poking fun at Eammon's habits or personality quirks, often in a good-natured manner. The incident also sparked further discussions among fans about the dynamics between the couple, who have been married for over a decade. Many fans commented on the enduring chemistry between Ruth and Eammon, which is part of why they were so beloved during their time hosting This Morning together. The couple's light-hearted banter has often been praised by viewers, with many seeing it as a refreshing break from the usual scripted and formal nature of daytime TV. It's not the first time that Ruth Langsford's sharp wit has caused a stir on Loose Women. The 64-year-old presenter has a history of making cheeky and off-the-cuff remarks that leave both her co-presenters and viewers in stitches. Her sharp timing and playful nature have made her a fan favorite among viewers of the ITV show. Today's incident also raised some questions about the dynamic of Loose Women, a show that thrives on the personalities and chemistry of its female hosts. The show's unique format encourages unfiltered discussions on a wide range of topics, from current events and social issues to personal anecdotes. The candid and often humorous nature of the discussions has earned Loose Women a loyal following, with many fans tuning in to see the hosts interact and share their unvarnished opinions. In light of the unexpected moment, some fans jokingly suggested that Ruth might have been doing it deliberately to add a touch of spontaneity to the show. One fan tweeted, "Was Ruth's comment scripted? Or did she just break the fourth wall on Loose Women? Either way, I'm loving it. Hashtag Loose Women, hashtag Eammon Holmes, hashtag TV interruptions." While the quip caught the panel off guard, it was clear that the atmosphere on the set was lighthearted and full of fun. Ruth's sense of humor is widely regarded as one of the key factors that has helped her remain a beloved figure on British television. Her candidness and ability to engage with audiences in an authentic way are qualities that make her one of the standout stars of the show. For now, it remains to be seen whether Ruth Langsford's comment about her husband will become a running joke on Loose Women or if it will lead to further playful teasing in future episodes. What is clear, however, is that the moment was a reminder of the kind of unscripted, genuine moments that make daytime television so endearing. Whether Ruth's remark was intentional or not, it served as a reminder of the warmth and camaraderie that defines Loose Women, making it one of the UK's most popular daytime shows. As the show continues to build on its reputation for delivering entertaining, honest, and sometimes unpredictable conversations, fans can be certain that more moments like this one will keep them tuning in. Loose Women cuts to ad break as Ruth Langsford takes shock swipe at her ex-husband Eammon Holmes in middle of divorce debate. Ruth Langsford caused Loose Women to suddenly cut to a break when she mentioned her divorce from ex-husband Eammon Holmes. The TV presenter, 64, who announced their split in May, made a not-so-subtle dig at her former partner on today's episode of the ITV show. Former This Morning co-hosts Ruth and Eammon had been together for more than 2 decades when they shocked fans by announcing their split, citing that they had drifted in different directions. Eammon has since gone public with his relationship with his new girlfriend, Katie Alexander, while Ruth remains publicly single. Making a rare comment on the situation, Ruth weighed on how selfish some parents can be when it comes to making their children pick sides after a divorce. Continue reading. During a conversation on Tuesday's Loose Women, Ruth suggested that so far their divorce has not been going well. Ruth appeared on the daytime program alongside her co-hosts Colleen Nolan, Kelly Holmes and Mariella Frostrup as they discussed making children choose between their parents and their potential partner. Mariella started off by saying, "I just think it's madness. You know for a fact no matter what position you take in your child's life, if you entrench yourself too deeply, they are going to do the opposite thing anyway." She continued, "How on earth would the inclusion of someone in family life be worth the jeopardy of not talking to your child anymore? I just can't imagine it." Colleen also shared her opinion as she explained, "I think it is important for parents to let their children find out for themselves, and it might work out and they spend the rest of their lives together, but it might be that they end up heartbroken, and that's when as a parent you step in." Talk soon turned to how divorced parents handle those type of situation, and Ruth went on to admit, "I think it's very selfish when you hear parents say, well, if they are divorced then I'm not coming to your wedding if he's coming or if she is there, and I just think it's so selfish, isn't it, because it is their day." Mariella jumped in and said, "That's a whole other subject, isn't it? How to divorce well." Ruth took aim at her recent split from Eammon as she replied, "Oh, tell me about it." Everyone looked surprised before Ruth added, "Anyway, funnily it's now time for a break." December 2024. A dramatic moment on ITV's Loose Women saw the talk show cut to a commercial break after presenter Ruth Langsford made a shocking remark about her ex-husband, Eammon Holmes, during a discussion about divorce. The exchange left the panel in stunned silence and sparked a flurry of reactions from viewers on social media. The segment, which was focused on the emotional and legal complexities of divorce, took an unexpected turn when Langsford, who was part of the panel discussing high-profile celebrity splits, casually referenced her own past relationship with Holmes. While the discussion had been relatively serious up until that point, Ruth's comment caught both her fellow panelists and the audience off guard, leading to an abrupt pause and an early ad break. The comment came as Langsford shared her thoughts on the difficulties of navigating life after divorce, particularly when it comes to public attention. As the conversation turned to the challenges of co-parenting and dealing with the emotional fallout of a separation, Ruth interjected with what appeared to be a dig at her ex-husband, Holmes, who had recently made headlines for his own high-profile split from his second wife. "Well, let's just say not all divorces are as amicable as some would like to believe," Langsford said, raising an eyebrow and glancing at the camera. "Some people make it look easy, but trust me, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Especially when one party thinks they can do whatever they like without thinking of the consequences." Although Ruth did not explicitly name Eammon Holmes, the reference was clear, and the panel immediately fell silent. Langsford's comment, which seemed to allude to Holmes's public statements about their marriage and subsequent divorce, was enough to prompt a visible reaction from her co-hosts. Several of the panelists appeared taken aback, and there was an awkward pause before the producers quickly decided to hit the ad break. The abrupt cut to the commercial caught viewers by surprise, with many taking to social media to speculate on the cause. Did Ruth just shade Eammon Holmes on live TV? Wow! #LooseWomen, one Twitter user posted. Another tweeted, did Ruth just throw shade at Eammon? That was so awkward, but also hilarious. #LooseWomen #TV drama. Langsford and Holmes, who were married for 13 years and share a son, have both been open about the difficulties surrounding their split, which became public in 2021. While Langsford has generally kept a dignified silence on the personal aspects of their relationship, it seems that today's comment may have been a rare, unfiltered moment. Eammon Holmes, who now presents a popular morning show on GB News, has also made a number of public comments about his divorce from Langsford, notably in a recent interview where he revealed his emotional struggles following the breakdown of their marriage. It's believed that some of these comments may have been the catalyst for Ruth's remark today, with many viewers interpreting it as a subtle rebuttal to her ex-husband's public persona. The tension between Ruth and Eammon has been a subject of media speculation ever since their split, with many wondering how the two would continue to interact in the public eye. Despite the breakup, both Ruth and Eammon have maintained a professional relationship, and Ruth has continued to be a prominent face on Loose Women, while Eammon has remained a respected figure in British broadcasting. While Langsford's swipe was lighthearted and not overtly hostile, the timing of her remark, combined with the fact that the panel was discussing divorce in general, made it stand out as an unexpected personal dig. Her ability to use humor to deflect tension has always been one of Ruth's defining qualities, but today's comment clearly caught everyone by surprise. Following the ad break, the show returned to a more subdued atmosphere, with Ruth quickly apologizing for the awkward interruption. "Well, that got a little heated, didn't it?" she said with a sheepish grin, before moving the conversation on to the next topic. Her fellow panelists, while still looking somewhat uncomfortable, allowed the moment to pass without further comment. As the segment ended, viewers were left to wonder whether this was just an isolated incident or whether Ruth Langsford's feelings about her ex-husband are still simmering beneath the surface. The former couple has had a turbulent few years, and while they've both moved on in their personal lives, today's television moment showed that there might still be unresolved emotions lingering. On social media, fans continued to weigh in on the incident, with many expressing their surprise at Ruth's candidness. Ruth Langsford just went full savage, "I can't stop laughing. Tears of joy #LooseWomen #Eammon Holmes." Another fan commented, "Ruth is a queen. She can make us laugh and drop the mic all at once." #LooseWomen #Divorce Real Talk. As Loose Women continues to tackle important and often difficult topics with its signature blend of humor and candidness, today's moment proved that the show remains as unpredictable and entertaining as ever. Fans will likely be watching closely to see if Ruth and Eammon's public relationship continues to provide fodder for future television moments.